Hey shop owners, Ron Ipack here. Thank you very much for joining me on today's video. Would you like your shop to hit that $1 million mark, or maybe the $2 million mark, or what the heck? Let's go for $3 million this year. How many customers will you need in order to get to that first million, second, or third million? That's what we're going to talk about on today's video. So here we are. We're going to go back to class and we're going to do a little bit of $1 million math. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible because I know flashing numbers up gets people a little confused. Sometimes it gets me confused as well. So let's go ahead with the $1 million math. So first and foremost, if you're going to do $1 million in business, and you have an average ticket of $500, which is about average across the country right now. So if you're below that, we need to kind of kick it up on the sales. But the average tickets are around $500. That's going to take 2,000 invoices. Now, if you want to hit 2 million, 3 million, just multiply by 2 or 3 of these numbers that I'm doing. Okay, this is for $1 million shop. You need 2,000 invoices with an average ticket of $500. Now, let's kind of break things down on how many customers you're actually going to need. Okay, so let's talk about how many times what I call a money car should be in your shop. Now, what I mean by a money car, that's like a 6 to a 16-year-old car. It's not new enough that it doesn't require a lot of extra maintenance, but it's not too old where it's going to be too difficult to find parts and it just winds up being an alligator eating all your time. Okay, so let's just say between 6 and 16 years old. How many times do you think you should see that car in your shop every single year in order to keep it fully maintained? A lot of times when I ask people in front of a live audience, they're going to say, well, 3 times, 4 times, 2 times. Here's what I'm going to do. I don't want to give you pie in the sky numbers here, so I'm just going to go with the lower end. Would you agree with me that you should see at least a 6 to 16-year-old car, you should see it at least 2 times per year? If so, good. That's the very minimum amount of time that you should see that vehicle. Okay, so you're going to see them 2 times a year. Now, let's take a look at your customers. If we go and visit every one of their homes every single night, how many cars would you see in the garage or in the driveway? Now again, when I ask this in front of a live audience, I get numbers like at least 2 or 3 or 4 cars on average for every one of their customers. But I want to use the bottom number here. So let's go ahead and use 2 vehicles on average per household because I think that's a pretty believable number, right? So here's what we're talking about. We're going to have money vehicles that we're going to see 2 times per year. And then every one of our customers has at least 2 of them sitting in their driveway. So that means we should be seeing each one of our customers at least 4 times per year. You with me so far? Fantastic. Now remember, we want to have $1 million shop and we need to have 2,000 invoices written. So if we're going to see each one of our customers 4 times and we need 2,000 invoices written, that means we only need 500 customers in order to have a $1 million business. If you're shooting for 2 million, all you need is 1,000 customers. And I'll bet you probably already have that in your database right now. So what's holding you back from having that $1 million or $2 million business this year? Now, before we go, please do me a big favor. If you like these videos, please go down below the video, hit the like button, share it with another shop owner that you believe will benefit from these videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you're notified every time I release one of these videos. And above all, keep an eye out for the next video. I'll see you then.